It's finally happening. The event season should be beginning very soon as the lorry starts. And we're going hunter trialling to get ready because we haven't even been able to go cross-country schooling, it's that wet. Right, well, we're more than halfway here. Maggie doesn't actually know if we're here or not. We're in the glorious sunshine. Isn't that nice? In the coach park at Thorsby Park because Mum needed to pick up her bike. We dropped it off last week with EcoVolt for a service, and we needed to pick it up, and it just seemed to make sense because Osberton's not far beyond Thorsby, so it just made sense to fetch it. So she's gone to go fetch that, and I've just dropped to the ramp, and I'm ready, dressed and ready to go do some hunter trialing. And the sun is beautiful. We did not know if today was going to go ahead. We've had torrential rain this week. It's been horrific. Epworth BE for next week has been abandoned already because the ground is so horrific. We've not been able to go cross-country training on grass because nowhere's open because it's so rainy. So we're feeling pretty unprepared, and Osby is a week on Thursday. I mean, the ground is meant to be good there, so we'll see, but my ground's still saturated and I'm not far away from Osby, so it is going to be a wait and see job. And we kind of decided to wait and see about going hunter trialing today, but it seems good so far. I've got a friend who was in some of the earlier classes, so I sent her a message and said, how's the ground looking? And she sent me a picture saying it looks good so far, but it's still frosty. I've not even got stud holes in. Maggie's getting shod on Monday, so the intention is just to go and gently school round. If the ground's really not holding up by the time I'm on, we'll not do it, but we will see. So I'm hoping Mum's back soon. I'm doing pilot duty today, and we'll load the bike up and get on our way there and see what happens. Forgot to mention, we're doing the meter. That should be easy peasy, she says, in theory. She says I've not seen jumps on grass since July. But see what happens. Finishing again. Do you want me to push it up? Hello, so here we go. Here's a course walk. It feels very odd getting back into the swing of it after a whole winter off. But as you can see, we're doing the meter class, as I mentioned previously, and it was a beautiful day and the ground was stunning. I was so shocked. I'd expected at least to be a bit muddy and regretting that I'd rocked up in my trainers, and yet look how beautiful it is. And they'd done a really good job at putting up a inviting course with some questions, as you can see, with this skinny and a little bit of, I can't call it a shoulder brush because there's no brush, but shoulder fence. And as you can see, there's this sort of timed section area where it almost feels like arena eventing in a field. And it's because that had the best ground that they could find there. I chatted with the organisers and they'd sort of found this, and I just think it's so much better that we were able to do this rather than not go cross-country at all. And they did such a good job because the run-up to it was not great. And there was good questions, including a joke fence at the end, which is always a bit of a quiz for the horses as to whether they're going to leave it up, having been over solid stuff, that it doesn't matter if they tap it with their toes. And then we're able just to finish off out in the country. So not loads to say about this course. It's fairly straightforward, but a perfect starter course to get back going, especially as I think people that have been cross-country schooling already this year are in the minority, which makes this a perfect alternative to prepare for the event season. Well, I've got to hand it to Wasberton and Mark, who will have built the course. This ground is perfect. I don't even have wet feet and I'm in trainers, so it's beautiful sunshine. You can see all this lovely grass. I'm so pleased that we've come to have a pop round. The ground feels great. The course is nice, just to ease us back into cross country. It's nothing ridiculously exciting, but there are a couple of skinnies and turns in there, so that is good. So yeah, I'm excited. Now I've just got a bit of a walk back to Lorry. It's all the way up there, if you can see a grey horse in the distance. We'll go get her ready for my 3:19 round. Okay, me again on the voiceover. So we don't have tons of footage from this day. We were just out for a nice day, finally seeing some of our event circuit friends again for the first time in ages. And so there's no footage of the warm-up. Once this clip ends, it's going to go straight into us going out on the cross-country. And poor mum didn't get much time to get out there because they were running ahead. So it meant that I was pretty quick to warm up, and I wasn't too worried about getting a majorly long warm-up in because she could just continue warming up as she went round. So we just had a couple of jumps and went out. And as you can see, Maggie has not forgotten a thing. She's not jumped a fence on grass since we went to Little Downham and won, because she then had time off for a splint. I've zoomed it in as much as I can now at this stage so that you can see. I'm sorry about the quality. As I mentioned, Mum couldn't get into a spot where she was going to have the sun behind her, so she did her best for us, and I appreciate that. And you can still see how pingy Maggie is, how keen she is. She didn't care about what the fences looked like. I didn't have stud holes in, so she didn't have any studs in, but the ground was so good it didn't matter. And I didn't know what the time criteria was. For a lot of these, it'll be an optimum time. The more old-fashioned way of doing it is to be fastest time. That's so no, like I say, I didn't know what the time criteria was. I didn't really care. I was out purely for a schooling perspective to get Maggie back out over some solid fences. It's a skinny fence that she just popped through as if it was nothing, and then a nice dog leg and a nice turn, and then we've got a right angle left turn coming up after this oxer. So then I just look round and she just cants it as if she's out for a little hack round the place, having a nice day. So she's still in her butterfly flip straight bar trust bit, and even though she looks great on this, from a rider's perspective, I had absolutely zero adjustment. I was just having to go with whatever Maggie fancied. And part of that will have been because she's a keen bean going out. And part of it will be because we're out in a big fields and she's happier with the cross country. So I thought it was a good tester to see how she felt in that bit, and to be quite honest, I didn't quite have enough. And it goes without saying that I'm already using sort of my body seat voice aids, and we're just on to that last little bit of communication down the reins where I just need a bit of tweaking, and the more she gets out and about, the easier it will be, so we can drop everything back down. But as you can see, there is not a single thing causing any hassle to her, and she was popping everything, absolutely loving life, and it just feels so great to be getting back at it. We did good, didn't we?
Yes, you did.
We jumped a double clear and she came sixth because it was who went fastest, and I wasn't trying to go fast. I didn't have terribly good brakes, but she was good. It was rhythmical, so we just got on our way home. There we go, safely piloted home. You right, Lucky? Yeah, hi Bam. Mummy says I come in the front now that we've finished driving. That was okay, wasn't it?
Pretty frilly.
It is a pretty rosette, isn't it?
It is.
Pretty. So,
And many thanks to East Midlands Dressage.
I know, it's amazing that they've managed to get it on grass, isn't it? And the ground was pretty much perfect. So we're going to put her away now. Everybody else is in. Can we see? There's a donut. And we're going to sign off because everybody's whinnying a lot. So I hope you enjoyed. This is officially... Oh dear, the lorry's upset with me. It's beeping. There we go. No longer beeping, which is good. She's not cross with me anymore. Yeah, this is pretty much the start of the season. Event season loading. I'd say we're 80% loaded because next time it's going to be an actual event.
You might manage a few lessons or some show jumping before then.
Do need to go show jumping. Need to do some dressage. Need a few more breaks. But hey ho, we'll get there. Say bye, Loki. He says like and subscribe. Bye-bye.
Bye.